Welcome back to Wash Talk, the Carwash Podcast. I'm your host, Rich DiPaolo, and joining me today, we have Amy Olson, consumer marketing expert at WashCard Systems. Amy, great to see you again.
Great to see you too. Glad to be here.
Yep, it's always good to see you, and we're all preparing for this upcoming car wash show 2024 in Nashville, Tennessee. Of all the booths that I go and visit, the WashCard booth is always humming. Doesn't matter what the trade show is, you guys are always packed, right?
We like to stay busy there, and we like it that way. Definitely helps the show move along and keep it fun. So
yeah, not only the booth, but you've also presented at these shows before. So great source of information on the critical issues facing operators today. And obviously one of those critical issues we're here to talk about in today's discussion is effective marketing strategies that drive more revenue, right? What's the point of getting into the car wash business if you're not looking to drive revenue? So
yeah, you want to make some money while you're doing it, right?
Might as well. So one of the things that's driving revenue these days is the operator's awareness of customer demands and expectations, and speed and convenience is certainly at the forefront of that. So in what specific ways can car wash operators promote speed and convenience to customers, especially around the payment areas during their visits to the car wash?
Right. So WashCard itself focuses a lot on, we are in the payment side of things. We also do a lot of the loyalty stuff, but that is a huge part of our business is just the payment side. And what we're seeing just trending kind of throughout, the United States, what's already been established very well in Europe and Canada is tap payments. That ease and quickness and speed of being able to make a payment just brings, like you said, that convenience and speed to the customer. And it's something that it's been a kind of a slow transition in the United States, but it's really starting to pick up and build speed. And so customers are really looking for that. And, it's not something that they don't know how to use or don't know how to start with. It's really becoming something that's very, customers are knowledgeable about it. Consumers know what it is, and it's really easy for them to adapt to. So bringing those kinds of things with the payment side of stuff, just to make the whole experience quick, convenient, easy, speedy, all those things.
I'm not sure if you're aware of it, Amy, but sometimes I also play a star at these trade show events, and I'm up there on stage. I was fortunate enough to be asked to moderate the closing panel at the SCWA show in Texas a few months back. One of the things that one of our panelists, Carl Howard at AutoBell, discussed is what makes a great car wash mobile app, right? So in your opinion, what makes a great mobile app? And how does a mobile app, how can it drive customer visits and promote brand loyalty?
Right. So the whole idea of a mobile app has been something that's been in the car wash industry for a while. It's not anything new. As far as a mobile app goes, though, it really should be something that's going to help with that convenience and speed factor. So it shouldn't be anything that's cumbersome, or is hard for consumers to sign up for. The whole idea of having that mobile app is making it so that if I forget my card at home or I don't have my wallet or purse with me, I can still make that purchase and still be able to get my car washed if I don't have, a tap card or any other form of payment on me. Being that, millennials are really kind of the target market in what we're living in today, just because of their age group, which is roughly 28 to 42 years old right now. That's a huge target market. And, we're already all on our phones anyways, all the time. So, just delivering that experience to where those customers are already at makes a huge difference in being able to create and keep that loyalty. Having the mobile app side really helps build your brand as well. It just kind of helps you offer more value to your customers through an app, whether that's through referral programs, rewash programs, free incentives, etc. And it just helps them create connections and engage with customers, makes it easy for them to make their purchases. There's just a lot of things that a mobile app can do beyond just a tap payment that allows you to find that loyalty with the end user, and really create that loyalty and brand connection with them.
Sounds good. And Amy, I am not a car wash operator, nor do I try to pretend to play one here on this show, Wash Talk. But I would imagine as digital marketing trends have evolved over the decades. When you were an operator in the 80s, let's say, it was, you did your local newspaper, radio spots, maybe some television spots. Nowadays, if I'm an operator, I'm looking at, with all these digital options, where can I market my business the best? And one of those critical areas is actually on the site itself, and that's at the point of sale system, correct? So how can operators leverage their on-site marketing strategies, particularly at the point of sale system? And why is POS signage so effective? Right.
So one of the big things that we've made a transition to is signage. And when you're talking about an unattended wash, so self-serve in bays, there's nobody there. You don't really have anybody there to kind of educate consumers on what to do, how to wash. So there is absolutely necessary signage that has to be there, right? Like no dumping, no bucket washing, how to use the system, that kind of stuff. It's that kind of signage is absolutely necessary. But the way that we like to think of signage and the way that I talk about it with customers is think of it as a billboard. If you have, 20 billboards lining up to your car wash, down the highway, you're not going to leave them blank, right? You're going to talk about the different programs, the availability, the different wash services you have. And really that's what you have in your bays, or outside of your bays, kind of along your building and stuff. You have a billboard space to talk about what your car wash offers that other car washes may not. But the whole idea behind some of this signage is to really, again, talking about your branding, talking about your loyalty options, and really building your brand as well. When you pull into a self-serve or an in-bay, a lot of times there's not signage that talks about what the car wash name is. And that's an important factor when it comes, again, especially to building that loyalty within millennials. This is a great time and age where millennials were, building the brands that we love. We're spending the money where we want to. And if I don't even know the name of your car wash because it's not anywhere on the building or anything like that, it's really hard for me to want to come back and have that feel like a welcoming experience where I'm going to be labeled as a loyal customer. So one of the things that we talk about when it comes to signage too is just, having it be consistent, have it be engaging. Some of the signage that we've put up recently, we noticed a huge change and difference in just the number of people signing up for an app within the car wash. There's a ton of new users that are starting to apply for business accounts within the app. There's a bunch of different things that we put on there, but the way that signage looks is it's really simple. It's engaging. It's fun because we believe car washing is fun. And so it should almost be like a children's book. It's a billboard. And it's important to really take a look at the inventory that you have of your signage and kind of just think about what ways can you communicate to your customers in a way that you have a 24/7 salesperson there without the hourly cost, right? So it's important to look at that signage and understand what better ways can you communicate? How can you help your customers understand what is available there? That's not just the signage that talks about bucket washing or what services you have there. I'm sorry, not what services, but what wash options you have there.
So important to have the name of the car wash on the site, right?
Yes.
It's a perfect transition to my next question. It's almost like you know my questions before I'm ready to ask them, Amy. But if you don't know the name of the car wash, how are you supposed to tell your friends and family about what a great experience you had, right? So my next question here is, why is word of mouth advertising and referrals great marketing assets? And are operators taking advantage enough of this strategy today?
So it is not new news that referral marketing is one of the best ways to do marketing. If I hear from a friend that, oh, I went to this great restaurant or I went to this really bad restaurant, I'm either going or not going. Referral marketing is one of the best ways that in any retail situation or any market, across the board can really gain more customers. Right now, 49% of US shoppers are discovering the brands that they love through their family and friends. Customers that are referred by other customers have a 37% higher retention rate. The data that we pull in, that we have from our programs, are showing that 1/3 of all referrals become members at your wash. So out of 100 people, that's 33 new customers. That's new faces at your wash. That's new people. So word of mouth advertising really it's one of the biggest things that you can do with the largest return on investment, and especially if you have a simple program, and whether that's through an app-based program, a card-based program, or you hand out, tokens, or however that works best for your car wash. I will say the easier the program, the better. But however that works best, having that referral program, it makes a world of difference, because not only do you have those 33 new faces, those 33 new faces might be telling more people. And so really it's just a way of getting customers coming back time and time again without having to spend the money on different marketing programs. Facebook marketing is a great option. It's a lower cost option than doing like Google advertising. There's certainly great, open rates and stuff that you can get through email marketing as well. That doesn't necessarily guarantee that you're going to have revenue coming in, though. And we had a customer recently who was talking to us about doing some radio ads, and it was big money to pay for radio ads, and not really being able to understand what his return on investment was either. So yeah, depending on the program, how you have that set up, you get a huge investment and your return on your investment. And right now in the industry, I don't think that operators are taking as much advantage as they should be and could be with programs like Refer a Friend or any sort of referral program that's out there. It's one of the highest ways to get new people at a very low cost, and make sure that you're just continuing to bring in new faces. And I could go on, but it's great. I mean, the bottom line is it's a great program. It's a great way to get new people. And if you're not doing it now, I would highly recommend trying to find some way to do a referral program.
Certainly something that maybe could be fit into those mobile apps that we discussed before, referring friends and whatnot. But I was reading, and this is my final question for you, Amy, to wrap us up. But I was reading an article that you all at WashCard put together, and it discussed rewash programs. So once you got the customer in on your site, you want to make sure to have them keep coming back for more, right? And that happened, you got to keep them happy. So what are rewash programs, and why should operators consider them?
Yeah, so rewash programs are a lot like a rain check program of any kind. So, back in the day, they would do it with certain things, like if there was an item on sale and they didn't have enough items on sale, you'd get a rain check ticket and you can go back later and pick up that item. It's a very similar program. So when somebody purchases a wash, they typically will buy it for $2-3 more to add the, rain rewash protection on there. And how our program works is if it rains or snows within a certain number of days, which can be set by the operator, then if they get that, then they can come back and get, a basic rewash that's just usually their lowest package. And really all that means for the operator is, setting a different price point for that. And then, like you said, having the customer continue to come back. You want happy customers, you want clean cars. That's kind of the whole point of the business. So the whole program, though, for the operator, what we're seeing is a 92% profitability on it. So the number of people that are actually redeeming these washes is roughly 6% on average. We have some operators that are a little higher just based on location, and, how much precipitation they get on, on average. But the profitability on this program, whether you have 30% or 30% redemption or 2% redemption, is, pretty high, because you don't have those people coming back and using that equipment, but yet they're paying that extra $2-3 just to have the protection. It's like a life insurance policy for your car.
Sure. That's right.
So yeah, there's a lot of different programs that I know are out there and available. But definitely like Refer a Friend and the rewash programs are the two most profitable ones that we're seeing. And customers won't know about it without signage. So those are the big things that we're seeing right now in the industry that's helping just make not only make you more competitive, but helping those revenue numbers just continue to climb up. So yeah.
It's always important, right? So we appreciate your time today, Amy. Looking forward to seeing you again. We love PC&D. We love seeing our WashCard friends at these trade shows when we get to see you, even if it's randomly at a restaurant, like we did at the Southwest show a couple of weeks ago. Right, exactly. So you'll be at booth 1343 this year. I have in my notes at the car wash show, so I'm sure there'll be a large crowd once again throughout that trade show week. It was great seeing you again, Amy, and thanks for helping us learn a little bit more about these effective marketing strategies car wash operators should employ. Yes.
Yeah, no problem. Anytime. We'll also be having a pitch at the Pitch Theater, so swing on by the booth or swing on by there. We have lots of information to share and would love to meet all new people and current people, customers. Swing on by.
You got information on that Pitch Theater? You know what day and time that is, or putting you on the spot here?
Yeah, it's on the 14th at 3:00. So
14th at 3:00.
Yeah, I'll be talking a lot about the same information, but presenting a lot more, just like some of the hard-based facts and stuff that we have, and more numbers focused. That's a huge part of what I do, is just pulling all the numbers together and making sure, we can find the best programs for our operators to help them make more money. So.
All right. Well, we look forward to that presentation, and best of luck at the Car Wash Show 2024, Amy.
Awesome. Well, great to see you, and we'll see you in a couple weeks.